Valentine's Day dinner. I mean, does that not just make you guys so hungry? Today we are celebrating the month of love. So if you're having Galentines or somebody special over that you really care about, then this dinner time recipe is going to knock their socks off. We're gonna make golden scallops, roasted green beans with potatoes. So trust me, you're gonna wanna stick with me because these recipes are gonna be so good. So let's do it. Over, people, because we have got to make a delicious dinner, and we're gonna get started with the potatoes. So I have started the oven in the background to heat at 425 degrees, so that is warming up in the background, and I am just gonna be cutting these potatoes into wedges because I always think that that's a fun way to eat potatoes and to season them. And then what we want to do is we want to take our cooking sheet and we want to drizzle some avocado oil on it to prevent sticking, like so. So then we'll add our potatoes here. I like to make sure the skin is facing down on the cooking sheet because you want this front side to get really golden and crispy. Potatoes are one of my favorite side items to make because it's super simple, quick and easy. You know I like quick and easy, guys. But oh, so good, all at the same time. Voila. Okay, so what would it be without seasoning? We have to have seasoning in order to make things taste extra delicious. Give it that restaurant quality. So I'm gonna show you how I season my potatoes. I use extra virgin olive oil, avocado oil. We're gonna use avocado oil today. We're just gonna drizzle that across all the potatoes, keep them nice and moist. The brand I'm using. I'll also include a link to all the ingredients below so you can go make it exactly the way that we are making it. Add a little pepper. Then we're going to add some salt. And then I like to add some oregano. And then I love to add basil to the potatoes. Using herbs is something that I love. And then just a little pinch of Creole seasoning, because a little bit of Creole seasoning can go a long way. Now look at that. That looks delicious, my friends. So what we are gonna do is we are gonna put these in the oven for about 9 to 10 minutes until they're just starting to get a little soft. Then we're gonna take them out and put the green beans in there with them to cook the rest of the time. So here we go. And there's plenty of opportunities in between while you're waiting for things to cook that you can do a little Latin dancing, a little bachata, you know what I mean? So cooking should always be a fun experience. That is always 100% my opinion. So now what we need to do is prep our green beans. And so I'm gonna go ahead and pour these onto our little cutting board here. And what we just want to do is we want to make sure that we remove all of these. So we want to just make sure that we look at all of the tips and cut those little tips off because I never like those. They never taste too good. There is a huge taste difference in quality, in my opinion, to scallops that are fresh versus frozen scallops. I just think that they're always gonna be moister than frozen scallops. So scallops can feel a little daunting because they're always served at fancy restaurants and they always are more expensive on the menu. And so the assumption is they must be hard to cook. And they can be until you know the trick. So what you want to do is you want to make sure you dab them dry so that they don't have any moisture on them with some paper towels. So now that we've patted these dry, I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit of salt on them. Then once the potatoes finish cooking and we put the green beans in, that's when we're gonna start cooking the scallops, because like I said, 5 minutes to make scallops. So you don't want them to be sitting in the pan for a long period of time. The scallops are always the last thing that you start preparing in a dinner, because it doesn't take much time at all to get these guys ready. Boom. Man, those are looking good. And that means that the potatoes are done. All right, so now let's take the potatoes out. There's a lot happening right now. We've got a lot of things moving. This is the way I like to live life. Lots of things going on. All right, so let's get these guys. Ooh, you hear that sizzle? Man, they smell good too. We are gonna take our green beans and we are going to transfer these on to the baking sheet. Whee! It always makes it more fun if you make a sound effect while doing it. Okay, great. Now we want to prep these a squish. So you're gonna take some avocado oil, gonna drizzle that on top here. Yes, that looks good. And take some salt, make the action happen. Okay, and then you're gonna take some pepper, do the same thing. Remember what I said, I like to keep it minimalistic with the seasoning. I'm gonna put these back in for about 16 minutes, 15 to 16 minutes, and let them finish cooking. Yay, it's time for the scallops. So now we're gonna take these and we're gonna transfer them over into the pan. So I'm gonna have to take y'all with me. Let's go. Whee! Okay guys, now that this has been heating up for a little bit on about medium heat, it's gonna be time to put our scallops in. So we're gonna transfer these guys, and they should sizzle as soon as they hit the pan. That's when you know you've prepped your pan properly, is when they sizzle as soon as they hit the pan. All right, so make sure that your scallops are just evenly dispersed. I like to keep them close to the center, because that's where the best heat source is gonna be. And what you wanna do, we're gonna put a little bit more salt here, or we're gonna season them with pepper. And I love using oregano on scallops. I use Earth Balance butter, which is actually a non-dairy butter. So I try to avoid dairy as much as I can. And the truth is, I don't taste the difference. So might as well use that then. Let the butter melt. Ooh. Ooh, that is smelling so, so good. Mmm, yeah. Getting a little facial. Oh yeah, guys. See, that's when you know it's time to flip them, is when they start having just a little bit of a golden crust to them. That's when it's go time. That's when they're getting that pan seared look. So we have our scallops here ready, and the oven just went off, which means our green beans and potatoes are ready. Man, so much sizzling. I always think presentation is key when you're cooking, but especially if you're doing it for something special like Valentine's Day, then you want to make sure your presentation is really, really beautiful. So I love serving food family style, so giving people the food on the table so they can pick their portions and get what they want, but then also preparing the plates. So I'm going to put the potatoes and the green beans in these little dishes so that they can be served in the center of the table. So if people want to get seconds, you can get some seconds. There is always time for seconds. Is one. And then we're also going to put our green beans in another serving bowl. I can just smell the butter. Butter all swirled around on those scallops. Everything looks better in odd numbers. Why is that? It always is like that. Look at that Valentine's Day dinner. I mean, does that not just make you guys so hungry? You guys know what time it is now that we have our beautiful plate decorated, ready to eat. It's time for the taste test. So I think I'm gonna start with the scallops first. Oh my goodness. I just immediately taste that buttery, creamy layer that's just enough on the scallops. Oh, so good. Okay, let's try the potatoes. $10 for the potatoes, the seasoning on it. Perfectness. That is amazing. You take some time to make this for people that you care about, then they are gonna feel super special, let me tell you. Because this meal tastes like something that you would get at a nice restaurant, you know, going out to eat. So definitely go down below, get the ingredients so that you can make this dinner for somebody special in your life, Galentines, friends, family, a loved one, anybody, because that's what we're celebrating this month is love, and that's what February is all about. And while you're down there below, hit that subscribe button so we can keep hanging out together every single week and start making more recipes together. So hit subscribe, go make this, tell me how you like it. Message me in the comments below and tell me if you made it and if you did like a little twist. I'd love to know about it. So I will see you guys next week, and until then, bye y'all.